Now that the Supreme Court issued the Dobbs case overturning Roe v. Wade, the battle over abortion will be fought at the state level. Pro-lifers note that we have our work cut out for us to explain why abortion is wrong and why choosing life is better. There are several myths about abortion that must be overcome. One of those myths is that a fetus, that is an unborn child, is just a blob of tissue. It's just a clump of cells. But Carol Everett disagrees. She's a former abortion worker and part owner of some abortion facilities. She said, a girl is in the front of the clinic and is asking, is it a baby? She's being told, no, it's just a POC, a product of conception. But Carol says that in the back of the very same clinic, after each abortion, as soon as it can be done, someone has to piece together the remains of the unborn child. The head, the spine, the arms, the hands, the legs, the feet. It is a baby. Another myth is that abortion is health care for women, and women will die if they don't have access to abortion. Dr. Ingrid Skopp, an OB-GYN who has delivered 5,000 babies, disagrees and wrote a guest editorial in thefederalist.com exploding that myth. For example, she addresses the lies told about ectopic pregnancies. Skopp writes, quote, an ectopic pregnancy happens when an embryo implants outside of the uterus, usually in the fallopian tube, and the fetus has no chance of survival to a live birth. As soon as it's diagnosed, physicians will treat an ectopic pregnancy because the mother's life is at risk. A routine obstetric procedure that is not jeopardized by Dobbs. This is life-saving medical care. It is not an elective abortion, end quote. To explore other myths that promote abortion, read the book by Dinesh D'Souza's daughter, Danielle D'Souza Gill. Her book is called The Choice, The Abortion Divide in America, and it explodes one lie after another. The Declaration of Independence says our rights come from the Creator, and the first of these is the right to life. After a half-century of the abortion ethic, we have lost a lot of ground that we need to regain in order to foster a culture of life in America. For D. James Kennedy Ministries, I'm Jerry Newcombe.